there's this guy on I think TikTok. He advises men on how to deal with women, and I think I saw on his video. I think that was 3 days today. So I followed this guy for some time in on Facebook. I think in a podcast with a channel name. I forgot the name of that channel. They made a statement that I think is not suitable for our today's society, and even those to come even after us. Why should you say that a young man should at least have 50 body counts before they now kind of before they will like kind of know their headway through a lady?
How can you tell she's a good girl if she doesn't have a job?
That is why, listen, I said this before. I mean, the only way you can find out the girl you are with is a good candidate is when you have a lot of, you, the man, have been around. I mean, you've had a lot of body counts. I've usually keep saying that the only way that men should have at least 50 body count before they get. I mean, he said 100.
Yeah.
I'm saying that men should have at least 50 body count before they even think of, having a main chick.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I think that is this. Usually, when you've been around women for so long, you know how to take care of them.
Yeah.
You know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now you know, okay, this is what I have to say to keep the relationship going. Like, ex-woman left you because you were broke. Now you're supposed to work hard and make money.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you have like 2-3 body counts, the first one lied, the second one lied, okay, this person is normal. If you're a man and you've been around,
you now have the experience.
you have experience.
Yes.
You understand? If this chick is lying to you, okay, be me, they lie to like that. like
You lie to your child.
like me, they lie to like
Yeah.
me or me, chairman like this. You understand? So usually, because you're able to sense it.
Yeah.
If she's lying.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you might not be wrong 100%. You might not be right 100% of the time. But if she comes and she's telling you certain things, like, this thing you they tell me,
And also-
you they lie. Oh.
You dey lie.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
also, yeah.
Before you even, land,
Okay.
what's the meaning of body count?
So body count is kind of like the number of maybe if you're like a young man, the number of ladies you slept with.
Okay.
So they are saying it should be 50 because the guy said 50 and the Irish guy said 100. And this one goes against our religion because no religion, in Ghana we have the traditionalism, we have the Christianity and Islam. None of these support fornication.
Sure.
So now, are you asking them to marry and divorce 50 women, or what are you trying to advise the young man? So, guys, these are people that I don't. Oh, Charlie, it's not easy.
But Sheikh,
Okay.
regarding comments like that,
Okay.
before I even add whatever I want to say, I want you to understand that we are in a society where it is never irreversible.
Okay.
Where we've gotten now,
Okay.
it is either forward or still forward. There is nothing like reversing.
And things are also getting worse.
And we are at a time where everything is becoming the everyday normal.
Okay.
You get me? Today, I get downstairs from this library and go out, see a lady. Hey, Mr. Aminu Dabo, whatever. Hey, how are you? We can give a high five. I can hug her. It has become the everyday normal. Unlike before, where you see those things. Now, before I even comment specifically to what you are saying, look at our death rates. I don't know whether you've ever had the chance and time to look at our death rates in this generation. Oftentimes, when one dies, you hear people beginning trying to be like, it was God, and everything we want to attain it or tie it to God.
Okay.
Before I comment on him, in our own high schools and even junior high schools, do you know the number of people over there with HIV positive? HIV
in
positive
high schools.
patients. Personally, I'm not boasting, not to shame them, not to shame any school. There are few students I'm dealing with. Some are 16, others are 17.
16
and
years.
Some of them are being, are being shared by teachers, their own campus teachers. And then
This
aside them, now look at it. One, you're dealing with it, right?
You're not
unprotected.
Okay.
You are even doing it unprotected. You're on campus. So I understand where your question and comment is coming from.
Okay.
He is even talking about even university girls. Okay. Before I come to that, look at the roots. Now we are in a society where a 9-year-old kid knows to talk about something. This is my wife.
Yeah.
He gets a toffee.
Not even 9 years. 9 years is even older.
You get it?
Yeah.
So this is becoming the everyday normal.
Okay.
And what are we saying? This same thing we call technological devices, the computers in our pockets, they are adding more. That's why
More
oftentimes you
for
see
to the issue.
students sitting at a table debating. Has science done more good or harm to us? You need to debate. So when you carefully analyze the very reason why we have the existence of these small computers in our pockets, then you get to know that the damages they are doing, it goes way beyond our imagination. There are men who are failing in life simply because they have calories between their legs.
No, even in the Quran.
Samson,
Okay.
the mighty whoever
Okay.
he is,
Yes, sorry,
was
sir. Yeah.
brought down
By a woman. Okay.
by Delilah. Our
Okay.
own father, Adam,
Okay.
despite trusting God, he was deceived by his own or influenced by our own grandmother, Hawa, from eating the apple, and here we are today on planet Earth. We were supposed to be in paradise.
No.
So when you
Okay.
see our own colleagues sitting at a table today, I'm telling you, Chef, we're all once upon a time students in universities or
Yeah.
colleges or high
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah.
We know what's going on over there.
It's true. It's true. It's
Sheikh,
true. Yeah.
hostels today are turning and becoming into a matrimonial home. When I'm a fresher in a university, I get a hostel. Maybe I'm sharing it with a friend. We know very well that, hey, we're going to do bitching. A little bit of learning in class, a little bit of girlfriend. She comes past the night. Look at the happenings of death in KNUST. A love in the essence that a lady even perished. There is also a campus.
Okay.
I can tell you it's one of the leading. Go and check our health directorate annual report. One of the leading campus
Well-being, okay.
with maximum and significant number of HIV positive students, especially females.
HIV.
Yes.
So now what are we going to marry? It's another issue on its own.
It's not long. Who are we marrying? And even when are we marrying is all a factor. But who we marry is even more a factor. Check, we are in a society where the material man, the man who possesses the material things, as you said, a little bit of air conditioning in your room, or Dash 5 or Benz, iPhone, whatever, you become the big shatter. No matter how ugly you look, you are the handsome guy. Even if you are deaf and dumb, you sing well. You don't even know how
They
to talk.
understand you
Yes,
perfectly. Yeah.
you get me. So this is the everyday normal. But what I am saying is that our own brothers who are online creating content, they should also be applying sense and stop abusing the internet.
Yeah.
Like for an old grown-up man to sit and tell you before you marry, you should have at least 50 body counts. Meaning, in other words,
no, he was even saying 100.
okay, 100 body counts before you marry a woman. Now let's come to this point. Sheikh, I'm a biology student.
Okay.
One of the very good course I had in my WASI A1 was biology as a science student. In biology, we've understood that the more the human body operates, familiar with the intakes, whatever you like, assuming when you take a Coca-Cola and your tubes inside your stomachs are not familiar with it, tomorrow you need not to take it anymore.
Okay.
But when you take it and it's becoming more familiar, it becomes your preferable drink.
Okay.
In biology, in our own sexual organs as human beings, especially women, a woman, that's why we say there is nothing like loyalty when it comes to women. In the creation of a woman, God never added anything called loyalty in their creation. Their only loyalty occurs in one place and on one people. A woman's loyalty is only to her children, not to you, the husband.
Or the boyfriend.
You can get married today, Sheikh. Okay. You and your wife have 5 kids. If the house is burning, the first thing your wife will think about is her children, not you. You have a woman who has that same love for you. That's your mom, not your wife.
Okay.
The more you bond with your wife, the more they like you.
Okay.
But the word of love or loyalty is not there. No.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling you, biologically.
Okay.
We are speaking in terms of biology.
Okay.
So now you are talking about 100 body counts. You are proud having a network and a media and a platform encouraging guys to have 100 body counts.
Just imagine.
Those body counts, meaning 100. That's 100 women, 100 different women.
Okay.
Imagine you are the one to disvirgin all these 100. You've taken their virginity, their dignity away. Tomorrow, you marry them. We are all different in our creation.
Okay.
You might not be able to take good care of your wife matrimonially the way she experienced with her past experience. And then you travel a little bit from Tamale to Kumasi.
Then
a friend will call you that we saw your wife entering someone's room. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you are marrying a wife or a lady who is more experienced in those things.
Yeah.
So these things are not even supposed to be condoned. It should be condemned. He himself, the one passing this comment about 100 body count, if his mom is to be among this product of someone else's body count,
Will you be happy?
is he going to be happy? Imagine telling your daughter, hey, you need to have a lot of body
But
count before
just
you.
imagine.
So that's what I'm telling you. We, the consumers of content today,
Okay.
we
You
don't
have to
think.
think. Okay.
Like, we don't think. And there are some people, they just grow, but they are not mature. That's why I keep saying age is different from maturity.
Yeah, for sure.
There are those who are younger, mature.
Yeah.
There are those who are old, but still foolish.
Yeah.
So you look at some certain things, it's not supposed to be even a discussion.
Mm.
But I pray, whoever he is, maybe, I don't even think whether he's joking, because after all, you can't put jokes on the internet.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
100 body counts, you mean? That's what they are doing on campuses, and I can tell you, he himself is a culprit. Yes, I can tell you both.
Oh yeah, I'm not like, even in a video. I think I'll even show that video to you guys. And the video even made mention that he has ever kind of used these luxury things to kind of have his way with a lady.
With the ladies.
Yeah.
So you see,
He
Sheikh,
mentioned that.
I'm saying, anytime people insult women, I disagree. You see, women are people such that they were created in a manner of, in 1 second, they can be both happy and sad.
Yeah.
They themselves don't know who they are.
Yeah.
They can wake up, they are happy.
Yeah.
You, as the husband or boyfriend, you call to check on her. It's something they want to carry, but you call, she won't pick. You don't call to, it becomes a
A
problem.
problem.
That's why someone will pass a comment saying you can get your wife a Benz or GLK or the latest car. On her way, she had a flat tire, puncture, or whatever. A vulcanizer will come and assist her, or maybe a passerby will just assist her, and she just feel some emotions to that person.
And forget about the Benz that you bought for her.
You and the Benz are even a secondary issue now.
Oh God.
You get me? So there is nothing like this keeps a woman or that keeps a woman. The only thing we can all do as brothers and future fathers is that we need to protect, not only guide. You don't guide a woman. You need to protect and correct them.
Yeah.
Some of them, they are emotional in everything. That's why you have some fathers who are more smarter. They are like, no, my daughter now is at a stage where she has grown. Where she is now, I'm well sure men are coming after her.
For sure.
But let me not go hard on her. Let me be open. You see some fathers, they play with their daughters. The way they cuddle or play or sleep, because he wants to draw her closer.
Okay.
She knows that when I'm sad, I have a father at home, a man who would console me.
Okay.
Because my father is not a military kind of Mugabe or Rawlings or Gaddafi, or you get me. So she's okay. But I am saying uncategorically, Sheikh, we need to address this. It's becoming a threat. Sexual intercourse, I can tell you, in this 21st century of 2025, those who are not married are having more experience in sexual relations than those who are married.
And why should that be possible?
And it's possible because of the little computers we have in our pocket today called mobile devices. Some don't even need, and you know the scariest thing, Sheikh? I can tell you on authority. There are women nowadays who don't even need a man.
They don't need a man.
Do you know women have such habit that most, sorry to say, when a woman makes money, when she succeeds in her career, they don't need men. They don't need a man.
But at last, they always cry for men.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Woman, you see this feminism, I hope you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Feminism. It began all across in the essence of attacking the Islamic description of women. That Islam lets women or allows women not to progress. We keep them in cages. We deny them access to education, to excel and to progress. A woman, when you give her one, she add 20, making it 100. Most of them, they don't know limits.
Okay.
Tell
Always
me,
craving.
a man has designed, our system was designed by God in such a way that we need respect. When you see a young boy talking about my lady doesn't love me, there is nothing like love, Sheikh. When you observe life,
For sure.
something called love, define it. What is it? There is nothing like that. All a man needs is respect. All a woman needs is to, give her, care for her.
Care for her, yeah. Protect her, yeah.
And a woman from their head to toe, everything about their body demands money. A man, you can wear this shirt like 4 days. It's cool.
No problem,
They
yeah.
cannot. because of biologically how they are and who they are.
Okay.
So you see, today we have a system where, come to my home state of Nigeria, Southern Nigeria for that matter. There are women using these dildos, or how do you call it? There are machines they are using on their own selves to satisfy their own sexual needs without needing a man. And women sit to talk about it and they are happy. They are like, why would I need a man when I am independently okay? There are those who don't even need kids. They go and adopt one child from an orphanage home and they live the life they want. Whenever they feel like they need a man, they call one person they know, come take a little bit, you go away. That's how come today we have something called a sugar mom. Sheikh, women are emotional human beings. And the first man who took away their virginity has always stolen 90% of their brain.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you can marry that's what, it's only a woman who can marry a man she doesn't love. Have you ever seen a man marrying a woman he doesn't love? A man, the way we are, we can never stay with something we don't like. But a woman, well, since my dad says so, or since they forced me,
yes,
she can tell the boyfriend, you don't worry, they forced me, so let me just go. You can be there, 7 children. The very day you make an attempt to go and check a DNA, you'll be committing suicide.
But we've heard many, I even saw a video. I think the man was speaking P, and he was like, all his children, except I think the last born, are not his. He was even holding the result in his hand. Was like,
Sheikh, I'm telling you,
things are happening.
I'm telling you, sexual issues nowadays is becoming normal. There are those with a phone, they just need a data, they go online, satisfy themselves. Today, there are TikTok pages, people are coming live to talk nasty, dirty. And let me tell you something, don't think everyone in the world doesn't know what the world is up to. Everybody today, either direct or indirect experience or knowledge, they are aware.
Okay.
The question is, whose responsibility is to ensure our societies are safe? We. Are we doing it? No, we are not doing it because everybody thinks somebody will do it. And it ended up nobody
is doing
it.
We are rather adding more fuel to the problem.
I can tell you, Sheikh, I did my master's degree in Legon, University of Ghana.
Okay.
In Legon, at night, oftentimes when I was, most of these are ministers and politicians. No, I'm coming. Sheikh.
Okay.
It's not about the defamation or name.
Okay.
I am saying on authority, most of our ministers, politicians, and elders of this very nation, they are the ones sending their drivers with Land Cruisers to come and pick up
ladies.
Some of the ladies are on Legon campus.
For classes or what? They go there for what? For classes.
For what classes? A minister is a teacher. You get me?
Okay.
That's how come you later see a lady, she said, I'm a university graduate. When you shortlist her for an interview, she cannot even pass the interview. And they forget to understand that this modern world, companies are hiring us for our skills, not just because of our certificate. How did she go to Legon in the first place? She went and spread legs for someone, not her brains, rather legs, because she had the calories. So now the industry doesn't need you anymore. By the time you realize she has become a baby mama for 3 different people in her community.
And they also grow up to continue that trend.
If that's God didn't,
guide
so these are the happenings. You get it, Sheikh? These are some of the happenings. It needs to be addressed. It's a societal threat and a matrimonial threat.
So guys, if you are watching us, please, people like this young man, though he says things that I think are sensible, but for matters like this, I don't think we should seek advice or seek information from people like him, because having 100 body count, Charlie, I think we are friends saying
even one shouldn't be condoned. There is nothing like even one body count. It shouldn't be condoned. You see a lady, you love her, you want to marry her, talk to her.
That's it.
If she has different plans, let her go.
Simple as that.
There are almost 4.8 billion women out of the entire population. Before you meet one man, you have to meet at least 4 or 5 women.
No, even internally here.
Go to the Tahajjud Masjid today during Ramadan and count women.
Yeah, more than the men, yeah.
If they decide to swallow all the men, they are swallowing them.
It's true.
And today Islam is talking about polygamy. Before, people used to attack. Today people are trying to awaken and understand.
Yeah.
Nowhere even in anyone's religious book condemns polygamy.
It's true. It's true.
And there are some men who would even want Allah to say, okay, now marry 10.
Yeah, for sure.
So these are some of the societal threats, Sheikh. So me, I think our ladies need to be well advised.
Okay.
And you know, it's a constant something.
Okay.
They don't need someone who talks to them today and then that's it.
Every day there should be something
There
for
should
them.
be something.
Okay.
And along the way, I want to tell all the girls out there, look, when you are a woman or a girl, let me tell you this advice. Never allow a sex to turn you into a mother when love hasn't made you a wife. The very love the young man is proposing or professing. You love me, okay? No, not until we marry.
Yeah.
Let that love turn you into a wife before you become a mother.
Today, if a young man talks to a lady, I want to I love you back. For you to prove that you love me as a man, unless you let me have my way with you. And some women
That's what
too
I'm
fall
saying,
victims of this. Yeah.
Relationship
So I
of
think your advice to
nowadays,
them will kind of play a role in their
relationship of nowadays are transactional.
mm,
It's about give and take.
transaction, business.
Yes, it's a business. It's about give it to me, I give it to you back.
Charlie.
You get me? Check, no man or no woman. You see, we the men misusing the girls. None of us would be happy if someone comes and tell us, hey, oh, your mother is this. Hey, once upon a time when we were young,
Charlie,
the way you slap, even if the person is a military, it will kind of provoke some anger in you.
See, let me mention this story. In Tamale here, once in a discussion with my colleagues, one of them mentioned that there are young men here. For them, every week, at least every week, but in a month, they disvirgin not less than 5 ladies.
Look at this.
And once he was even speaking, that he had a call from one of the ladies, and most of these are senior high school ladies, the year ones. And even once when I think back at my school, within senior high school, an incident happened in a sister school near us. I won't mention the name of that school because we have Ghana school, we have
Yeah,
we
sure.
have
A lot
double
of schools,
yeah. So what happened was that the lady, before preps, when it's 7:30, the siren goes on. What happens? The lady after prayers, they don't go to their classroom, so they will dress up as if they are going for preps. They go to the gate, come, and then we have no friends.
Okay.
Or that school too have no friends. So she will come out, then now wear hijab. Then the guy will just, pick her. They will go, I don't know what they are going there for group studies. They are going there for what?
I mean, from group studies, that's where the mission begins.
Oh, Charlie.
Is if that group studies, that organization, that meeting, that
No, but like these young men are not from the school. Oh.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
are from out, like they are from
Another
around the
school.
community. Yeah. No, not from another
Okay,
school.
they are just residents of a community.
Just some.
Okay.
So what happened was that the guy to be leaving home, and when he's bringing her back, they always bring along this kind of
Food,
white quality bag,
packaged shallots, fatal bicycle.
not knowing this guy was an area guy. So when she comes, she will eat with her friends.
Okay.
So that day she came, when she opened, it was only stones. It was stones.
Just these stones. Stones as in stones.
Stones, yeah.
Gravels. Then she had a lot of achievement then. A guy used you and gave you a package of food only to come and open it as a stone.
It's a stone.
This is good.
So I think our teachers, our fathers, our mothers, our imams, our pastors must play a role in this situation because Charlie, the way things are going, it's not easy.
I have two things to say.
Maybe for us to end because like our video is
to determine the direction of a society.
Okay.
To know the progress of a society or community, look at the way they treat their women. If you want to see whether a society will develop or not, look at the attitude of their women.
Okay.
It is women who are shaping communities, making home peaceful, ensuring that the child has a quality health life and access to education. But we are all using them. And my last word, Sheikh, we should understand as men, the lady we used and dumped another man will pick her up, dress her, clean her, and maybe marry her. Another lady who has been used and dumped would be your wife. Karma doesn't lie.
Wow.
That's how life works.
Karma or karma.
In the Iranian pronoun, it's an
Okay.
Iranian word,
Oh, okay. Karma. Okay.
not an English word.
Okay. For we, we know karma.
Nah,
Okay.
karma doesn't lie. So it will come back to you, maybe tenfold.
Because sometimes you will see someone living a good life, but his children, sometimes when you trace back their, like, during their youthful age, like the things they used to do then.
That's what I nearly said. That's why it is mandatory on every man to get for your children a good mother, not a beautiful wife for you yourself as a husband.
Wow.
It's not about
our
she
children.
cute. You know how many engines she has serviced?
Hey. Why? Or if it
No, like technically, we have to speak it in a code language.
Okay, yeah.
You get me?
Okay.
No, I love this girl. She's the most beautiful. You are sick. Yes, we understand. Marry someone who is also beautiful. At least when you look at her, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
But not necessarily overrating
For
the
own
beauty
needs,
over everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Shay,
have the
right
brains
now
to take care
you
of your
marry,
children.
and then there is a Damba festival. You came with your wife. Now people saw you. Oh, Shay, just your wife.
Oh, astaghfirullah. What you have, baby?
Me, I'm done. So that's my little advice.
Okay.